Hey guys, Mandy here. Uh wow, it's been a minute. I feel like I just quickly dropped the video and just disappeared again. I don't know, I've been going into my own hiding place for a while now. Um I won't lie. The path, the kind of things that I've been learning, opening up my mind to lately has really and this is not it's not like it's something that just started happening, but now is okay. So now is just the time where I feel like I have to actually own up to where I am, or I mean own up to the kind of changes that has occurred in my life before now. So like in the last maybe 2 years, wait, this is 2020, so like from 2018 something really interesting started in my life, and as a result of that I have like veered off the trajectory, the kind of road that I had been on before now. So I've been on a more spiritual path, and I don't mean spirituality like religious. Nope. I cannot even identify as religious anymore. But I'm talking about real, the kind of spirituality that you get to understand yourself, understand God without the veil of religion. And I've been on that path now for the past like maybe 2 years or thereabout. Um, but I've actually been finding it hard to incorporate that, to bring, to show up as that kind of person now, because of course, I mean, that's not the only thing about my life you get, but I really am very interested in talking about things, all things spiritual and woo woo. I mean woo woo like weird, all things non really logical per se, because I've always had a thing for the deep things that are not easy to understand. Things are I always just go down to the deep, like what's the cause, what's the root, what's the bottom line of these things. And so I think that's why I studied psychology, but it wasn't as satisfactory as I expected. So I decided to study hypnotherapy, get a certification in hypnotherapy, which has opened me up again to a lot more things. So now I'm sorry if I do not, post as much, because I feel like the people who are my subscribers may not be able to understand that. And I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, every time you see a notification on my video, you're like, oh, there she goes again, the crazy girl. Actually, I did not want that, but now I don't mind it. It's okay if you see my notification, you're like, no, that girl is crazy. It's okay. For me, I think I've come to terms with it. I'm just cool with it. So my last video, I was talking about the things that has changed and my newfound beliefs and whatnot. Yeah, I just thought I should put those out there. Yeah, I just thought I should put those out there so that at least you know where I am right now, in my life, which is good. Wow, I feel really light. And so I really like to do videos, and I'm not really interested in being all please subscribe to my channel. If you feel like the kind of content I'm going to be putting out going forward is something that resonates with you, it's fine to subscribe. If not, don't. It's pretty simple, you know. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my journey so far, like how I got here. A lot of times people usually have like big life incidents, big things that happen in their lives that change things for them, and then they suddenly just, veer off a different path and stuff. So, about 2 years ago, I started dating. Is it 2 years? No, it's not 2 years. It's like a year plus, sha. So I started dating someone who I never met, like physically. We used to talk. We went to the same uni, and so it was easy to just kick off a conversation. He was in the abroad. Um, so we started our conversation, we got talking, and the whole thing just hit the rock. But not until I was already like, should I say neck deep? Like I was already in, But I think, yeah, it was just not going to work. So because of that, I decided, you know what, fuck love, screw this whole thing and blah blah blah. But now I don't really think that. Okay. Actually, that kind of hurt was just necessary for me to be on the path that I'm on now. Because for some people, it could have been like a very, very bad accident, that, or a divorce, just a huge something, really something that breaks your life as you know it, like a big event that changes your life as you know it. So for me, that was it. And the one thing it changed about the way I had been living is that I started I started I started becoming more into myself. I started getting into more myself. Like I had very interesting, crazy ideas that I want to check. Like if another person cannot see the amazing human being that this girl is, I need to check that out myself. I need to see for myself that, okay, this girl is really amazing. So I decided to just go into myself to understand me and to learn about myself, know my weaknesses, my strengths. No, that breakup, it wasn't really a breakup, but whatever that was, it was a situationship actually. I wouldn't call that a relationship because it doesn't qualify as such. We never freaking met. We never met. So it was the shortest, I can't call it a relationship again, but if it were to be a relationship, it was the shortest I ever had, but it was the most impactful in the sense that it literally turned my life around. So I am grateful for that. I'm actually grateful for that thing that happened, that situationship. It was the necessary thing I needed for an awakening. So I started, putting down things, a list of things that I actually want to do for myself. I was just suddenly interested in getting to know me. So I knew I'd always wanted to learn how to swim. I took swimming lessons. I, just went back into myself, getting to know me. And I wasn't really interested, as at that time, I was like, not really into going to church and whatnot, but I was interested in understanding my relationship with God, And so I started going deeper, understanding that, okay, I actually have spirit guides, I have spirit guides, I have an angel, and, I started getting to understand that, okay, these are the ways they communicate with me. When they want to communicate, sometimes they use numbers, songs, words, just randomly playing around that catches my attention or whatnot. So I started paying attention to a lot of these things. I basically just took a not just I think I took like a crash course on Mandy 101. I got to understand me. I'm still in the process. I think I get me. The me part was like the small part, but the deeper part of the whole thing was the God part, the universe part, the meaning of life, why things happen the way they do, how you come here, how do we come here, how did we get here, is there really an heaven or a hell, all those kind of big existential questions were things that I started opening myself up to. Okay, we're good with Mandy over here, so what else, how did I get here, did I choose my parents? Well, I did. We all agreed to do this whole thing together. So for me, hypnotherapy just really brought the whole thing all together. I started to understand a lot more about deeper things, that normally I would have personally been scared to open myself up to. And the fact that, well, don't worry, there's nothing, no witchcraft, or as in there was no witchcraft or anything juju or what's it called involved. It's all just pure science. Hypnotherapy is science. Hypnosis, it's all science. And one another thing that fascinated me the most was the fact that science and spirituality could actually meet at a place called hypnotherapy. That was fascinating. And it's not just hypnotherapy now, there's quantum mechanics or quantum physics. Spirituality and science are beginning to meet up. They're beginning to meet up somewhere, and I was really fascinated by it. But again, and the bigger thing was the fact that it all started from just me, just you know, going from me to the world and the universe at large. So, what's the next course of action? I'm still going to be taking really drastic steps in my life because there's a lot of things that are hanging like I need to really do. But yeah, this is just where I am right now, and I'm going to be putting up more videos about things that has really changed my life, and most of them are like spiritual concepts that have really, really impacted my life so much. Um, there's one thing that really changed for me, and it was the fact that I picked up this whole what do I have to lose about the whole thing. Like, if I was so scared to open myself up, there's some things that we really don't understand, but because we've been told we don't understand, or we don't even give ourselves a chance to understand them because we've been told that they're bad. And because you're told that something is bad, you decide not to even touch it at all. Decide not to tread on that at all. So for me, it was more like what's it called now? There's this tarot. Tarot, people say, oh, tarot is bad, it's witchcraft, is whatnot. People said that also about introspective hypnosis, which is one I practice, where you have to, the way where you get to, you can go deep into the person's subconscious mind to understand past lives, their pre-birth planning, life between lives, and all those kind of things. So people think it's witchcraft or it's like something juju, or I don't know, like just not good, because a lot of people have been told that it's something bad, but I don't think it is. It's life changing. Really life changing. So I'm going to be talking not necessarily about tarot or hypnotherapy, but I'm going to be talking and sharing a lot more about the things that has changed, literally changed my life. Legit. Changed me in a very interesting and profound way. So those are the quality of content you're going to be getting from me going forward. I'm going to be sharing a lot of my journey because yeah, you might notice I also changed my name to Mandy Untamed, because I feel like now I finally allowed myself to break free. Sounded dramatic, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to be sharing it because how would I learn if I do not share it? I'm going to be talking about these things because they help me to learn, but they are also going to be helpful for the person who can say, you know what, screw it. I've been doing life in one certain way, and what has it got me? What do I have to lose to try something else? Which is absolutely gonna help you. So feel free to unsubscribe. Again, I'm going to emphasize that if this kind of thing I'm saying doesn't make any sense to you, it's absolutely okay. There's no issues. So guys, stay safe and take care. I'm going to see you very soon now because I think I can own up to where I am right now. So stay safe, guys. Remain magic because you are magic. So I meant by